I want to bring some receipts as well, if you'll let me do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give her dues. This is what Brooke van Veldon said when she got challenged about that comment, high value on human life comment. This is what she said. She said, asked about the comment, she said, I said last year there were a range of different ways you could value life based on which government agency you're talking to. For example, ACC put values on your life. The Transport Authority also has a value on your life. When it came to COVID, the government made active decisions on how much money they would spend to save each life from COVID. Now this is really important, right? Because I've got something to show you. She's saying, well, we do this, government does this all the time, puts a value to life all the time. So what I said last year was just another example of it's got nothing to do with me thinking that lives weren't, this happens all the time, right? Government agencies do this all the time and they put a value on life. She goes on to say, the article goes on to, it is okay for us to have made that trade-off. As a government, these are the questions we have to make every single day with scarce resources. These are very adult conversations, and I understand they're discomforting to people. So, be really clear. What she's saying is, yes, there are conversations where we have to put a value on life, and I was just saying in that instance, they put a high value on it. The reason I'm calling bullshit on that is 10 days ago, she was asked to put a value on life, and she was offended by the question. If this is just something that happens in government and it's discomforting, it's not comfortable, then why 10 days ago, when this person was asked for it, she took offence?
But the cost isn't the individual road cones, right? So obviously you're still going to need temporary traffic management when you've got a big work site in the middle of a road somewhere. So you're still going to have the lights, or you're still going to have a stop-go sign, that kind of thing. That's where the cost is. It's not on the bit of plastic.
Oh, no, I think you'll find it is as well.
So you don't have evidence at the moment that reducing road cones will save lives. It's a theory at the moment, but you are focused on productivity. NZTA puts the statistical value of a human life at $12.5 million. So how many road cones would have to be removed to justify even one additional death?
Look, Jack, I'm not getting into numbers like that. I think that's a very dangerous game to get into. But what we do know...
Sorry, Minister, isn't that your job?
No, what we do know is that...
That's all you're going to show. Apparently, to Jack Tame, that's a dangerous conversation to get into. But when she makes a public comment about the value of life in COVID, she tries to dig her way out of that by saying, well, government has to do this all the time. I was just saying, no, princess. I'm very, very sorry. You don't get to cover your own ass back then, and then when you get challenged to put a value on life in the work you're doing now, you kind of go, oh, no, we don't do that. You don't have it both ways, so I'm calling bullshit. My honest held beliefs is she thinks we put too much value on human life during COVID. That's the logical conclusion I draw, Chewie. Sorry, I'm just feeling myself getting a bit... Are
you not calm? Do you need to be calmed?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's almost jarring seeing Jacinda now, because it's been a very long... Like, how long have we had this government now?
20 months.
14 years? Oh, that's much shorter than what it feels like. But, like, we've forgotten, like, that like, I mean, I get it. People want to put it behind them and that sort of thing. But in doing that, we have forgotten all of those lessons. Like, the things that I would hope that people would have retained onto, you know, if you're sick, wear a mask. If you're sick, don't go to work until you're not sick.
Yeah.
Don't try and push through it. You know, and like the workplaces, some are better than others, but some workplaces have just fallen back into the old routine of like, well, you don't want to let your colleagues down. I tell you what, if you come to work and you make me sick, you have let me down. I will tough out a short-handed day quite happily instead of being fucking miserable for the next 5. Like, it's again, it's like, where is the value? Like, don't just look at how much sick days cost, or if you are going to look at them, look at how many are actually used.
Yeah.
You know, it is almost a mental health thing to know that if you go through 5 sick days, which, let's be honest, if you've got a bad flu or someone in your house needs to be looked after, 5 days is a pretty solid whack. But to know that you've got 10 if you really get sick,
Yeah.
and that you can actually recover properly and then come back to work. Like, how many people get sick once a year? From the looks of it, like, people aren't taking the piss out of this. So it looks like these guys are once again looking for a solution for a problem that does not exist.
Yeah.